Blair's Cove with James King. 2, Broughton's Rhythm, ex-Oliver Sherwood with Fionn Summers. 6, Guerrilla Tactics, Finn Muirhead looking for that double after winning the members' race earlier on. 7, How About It and Tamby Welch. 10, Mixed Boy and Tom Dixon. 12, Prince of Poets, Lucy Major also looking for a double. And 13, Rolling Dylan. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runners in this race. And before we look at them in the paddock, in fact, as we start to look at them in the paddock, there is one of our runners. Oh yeah, we were talking, weren't we, about Mixed Boy. There's Mixed Boy in a picture. Let's hear from Simon. I was trying to make a pun to do with Mixed Boy, but I couldn't get there. Simon, rattle down the card for us.
Yeah, there's been a bit of fun in the betting ring. The bookmakers totally disagreed about what should be favourite. So one end of the ring, they had Blair's Cove at 2-1, and at the other end, they had Rolling Dylan at 5-2. The market sorted itself out now. It's 13-8 Blair's Cove, 10-1 Broughton's Rhythm, 7 Guerrilla Tactics, 10-1 How About It, 4-1 Mixed Boy, 10-1 Prince and Poets, and now 6-4 Rolling Dylan.
6-4 Rolling Dylan.
Yeah, they both sides of the ring, they couldn't decide. So the punters that wanted one and the other, they've sort of tucked
Well,
them
let's
up.
see if we can find Rolling Dylan. There he is, number 13. Looks tremendous. In fact, he's just. If we just wait for him a second, that's not him. But he's just Just hold your horses there. Not that one, but the next one. So that going through there, I think that's Guerrilla Tactics. There we are. And
Martin Tucker, please come to paddock for the presentation.
Let's stick with number 13 there, if we can. And there he is, Rolling Dylan, owned by Philip Hobbs, trained by Laura Parker, qualified with the West Somerset. 5-4 favourite, well fancied, and ran okay in the conditions race here at the last meeting, finishing 4th. Previously won when beating Bridge of Spies. So that's obviously part of the considerable interest in the betting ring because they've looked at the form. That was in the West Somerset members at Hunnicut on the 8th of May. Had plenty of good quality form for Philip Hobbs in the past. All point-to-point runs have been respectable as well. And another success can't be too far away, surely. Isaac Bunkle is the rider on board that one. And Isaac will be riding that horse in the yellow and white stripes of the Hobbses. Lovely shots there of the horse. That's Rolling Dylan. The other one that's really prominent in the betting is number 1, and which is just heading over onto the. There he is, number 1, which is Blair's Cove. 9-year-old by presenting. Jason Warner, his owner, leading owner of the season. Heard from him on the live stream a little bit earlier on. Trained by Luke Price, qualified with the Cotswold Vale Farmers. Now Blair's Cove's brother, do you know that horse called El Presente, trained by Kim Bailey? Won the big chase, the Badger Ales chase at Wincanton. 4th in the old Whitbread Gold Cup at Sandown as well, El Presente. Been beautifully ridden by David Bass. And Blair's Cove won 4 races in the past, all of them at Warwick for the Skeltons. Decent run at Mollington when 2nd in the conditions race, beaten by a good type. That was the 2 in the form. Last time out was a bit disappointing, but Blair's Cove is here at Bratton Down today. Jockeys assembling in the paddock, which is good. This race scheduled to be off at 5-5. So we're very much on time again. And we're getting a best turned out. And that was Blair's Cove, who is the best turned out horse in this race. Right, there's number 10, which is Mixed Boy. Hasn't shown a lot so far this season. But the second place in the members' race, the Quantock members' race, beaten 8 lengths and well clear of the 3rd, was okay. But the winner of that race hasn't gone on to anything so far. Tom Dixon riding. Family horse. Dixon family qualified with the Quantock Staghounds. That is number 10, Mix Boy. Who else have we got here? Just going through our front of our picture. How About It? And our floor manager goes through as well. She'd have won the best turned out if I'd been giving the prizes out. But here we've got, well, that's going through there, as we've already seen, Mixed Boy. Here's number 2. This is Broughton's Rhythm. Oliver Sherwood used to train Broughton's Rhythm. I think that's number 2, isn't it? Just checking the number on that. Yeah, that is number 2, Broughton's Rhythm. Let's just give you a bit of new jockey news for later on, and that is Josh Newman has been stood down for the rest of the day, and Darren Andrews will now ride Evron in the maiden race. So that bit of news from the jockey's room. Josh Newman not riding again today, and Darren Andrews, his replacement on Evron. Guerrilla Tactics just coming past us now. I'll tell you what, our favourite, which you'll see again in a second. Where are we? All right, well, we'll see him again. There's Blair's Cove coming through, and Blair's Cove has James King on board. Started the day with 26 wins. James up to 27 now, looking for more success. That's Prince of Poets, another grey horse. Prince of Poets, Lucy Major. Lucy was successful earlier on in the day, gave a lot of credit to her mum, which was great to hear. Successful on Moscow prices in the Ladies Open earlier on in the day. Do like Rolling Dillon there, just going to the start. Very distinctive PJ Hobbs colours. We were talking earlier on today about the fact that when the Mulcair won the first race, Finn Muirhead, his jockey, has a lot of supporters, and they're reassembling now to cheer him on his mount here, which is Guerrilla Tactics.
So we move on now, ladies and gentlemen, to our 6th race of the afternoon, the 8-year-olds and over.
And Mark Dennis will call them to the start.
Runners now on their way down to the start, and the first one we see out is number 13, Rolling Dillon, ridden by Mr. Isaac Bunkle, yellow with the white stripes, yellow sleeves and cap. Going down beside that one was How About It, number 7, ridden by Mr. Tamby Welsh, emerald green with the emerald green and yellow hooped cap. Next out is number 1, Blair's Cove, ridden by Mr. James King, red with the light blue diamonds, half sleeves and a red cap. Then we see Bratton's Rhythm, number 2, ridden by Mr. Fionn Summers, yellow with the pink crossbelts and a corded cap. In behind this comes number 12, Prince of Poets, ridden by Miss Lucy Major, red and blue hoops with the hoop sleeves and a green cap. Following this one down will be Guerrilla Tactics, number 6, ridden by Mr. Finn Muirhead, orange and light blue and dark blue diamonds on sleeves and cap. And the final one out will be number 10, that's Mixed Boy, ridden by Mr. Tom Dixon, green and black stripes with a green cap and a black star. So those are the 7 runners that go to post them for this Division 2 of the 8-year-olds and over. And they're due away at 4:55, so we're around about 3 minutes until post time.
Yes, about 3 or 4 minutes until post time here at Bratton Down. More lovely shots of High Exmoor of this racecourse as Guerrilla Tactics makes its way down towards the starting point. And there as well goes Prince of Poets. Right, back by popular demand, by popular insistence, is Donna with her tips for this race. They've been going pretty well, haven't they?
They haven't been too bad today, which is good. I don't know if it's luck or judgment.
Always good when you get a dead heat, and you've mentioned both of them.
Yes, yeah, this is true. This is true.
Right, so in this one, it's to my mind slightly surprising. Rolling Dillon is favourite ahead of Blair's Cove. What do you think?
I like Rolling Dillon. I think he comes from a brilliant team. Little Laura Parker has done wonders with him. Ex-national hunt form was good. and little Isaac Bunkle. This Rolling Dillon's a brilliant little schoolmaster. He ran 4th here last time, and before he won at Holnacott, so I think he justifies favouritism.
I suppose people are looking at the form, aren't they? Because Rolling Dillon won that point-to-point. It was the West Somerset members race at Honeycott on the 8th of May, and who was second?
That's right.
British Spies.
Yes, yeah. British Spies, exactly, who's just dead heated here. I do like in the paddock Guerrilla Tactics for the Muirhead team. I think Guerrilla Tactics looks very, very fit and ready for the race, and obviously Blair's Cove for Jason Warner team, Outside Raider for James King. You can't disregard them. Rolling Dillon for me, defo.
Excellent, super.
Okay,
well, if you can hand that microphone on to Simon, or Simon can come to the microphone, because he can update us. I've been rebuked by Donna for saying that if I was a bookmaker, I wouldn't have Rolling Dillon as favourite. I'd have Blair's Cove. What's the actual situation amongst the real bookmakers?
Well, Rolling Dillon is favourite at 7-4. Blair's Cove is 2-1. The one they've come in for is Guerrilla Tactics, 7-1 into 7-2.
7-1 to 7-2.
Yeah.
Right. And any others particularly, or do you want to quickly rattle down the list?
Yes, so down the card they go. Blair's Cove at 2, Broughton's Rhythm 12, Guerrilla Tactics 7-2, How About It 12. Over Mixed Boy 8, Prince of Poets 12, and Rolling Dillon 7-4.
And quite easy to back?
Yeah, well, they people that wanted to be on got on early.
I just try to talk myself into thinking
prices.
I'm not being stupid, not fancying Rolling Dillon.
Well, it was 5-2 best, and now it's 7-4.
Excellent. And there is your full list of runners. Thanks to Simon for that. Let's have a look at them down at the starting point, and there they are. Well, they will be assembling right there in a few moments' time for this conditions race, supported by Wedgwood Builders Limited, Devon's timber frame specialist, and that's just confirmation there of your riders in this race. And as pointed out earlier on, 3 of them, J King, F Muirhead and L Major, all looking for second successes of the day. There they are down at the starting point. Quite a move apparently for Guerrilla Tactics. Orange colours with sleeves which are white and blue. They're right in the centre of your picture really at the moment. I think part of it is because the Muirhead family have a lot of supporters here today who've probably all gone and had a little bit on. A couple of perfectly promising efforts before keeping on second behind Skylander at the Second Fleet race for novice riders the other day. Used to be trained by Jeremy Scott, and this one won a couple of hurdles and chases for Jeremy Scott. And I'll tell you what, Guerrilla Tactics will be staying on at the end.
So
and there,
time.
as we reach post time, the orange with the sort of hoop sleeves, but very yellow colours, Rolling Dillon, and they show up in the sunshine here, very bright. Actually, on our picture,